Ladies and gentlemen, it's just day one of the 12-day-long tri-services wargaming exercise Trishul 2025. There are 4 NOTAMs in place, notice to airmen, and the Pakistanis are confused so much so that they scrambled their jets in the morning on the Western Front. Meanwhile, the Afghans have now begun ground and air exercises along the entire Durand line, and Pakistan is sandwiched and thinned out like never before.
India has begun its largest tri-services mobilization in the Western theatre since Operation Sindoor. This mega wargaming exercise, spanning from the deserts of Rajasthan to Sir Creek in the Arabian, involving mechanized tank columns of T-90, warships of the Western Naval Command and Indian Air Force's Sukhoi 30 Mark I and Rafales, along with modern air defense systems like Akash Tir, is rightly called Exercise Trishul. This is an all-out affair. 12 days of offensive maneuvers in desert sectors, amphibious landings along the Saurashtra coast, multi-domain operations including state-of-the-art satellite coverage for intelligence, surveillance, electronic and cyber warfare. Nothing is off the table. At the moment, there are 4 simultaneous NOTAMs in place. 1 in the western sector, 1 over central India, and 1 over the Bay of Bengal, leaving the enemy confused more than ever. Amidst this, right before dawn, Pakistan scrambled its fighter jets in the western sector right before the exercises kicked off. This response just days after its Navy Chief too was rushed to Sir Creek with additional battalions moving in. The tension is palpable. To add to Pakistan's trouble, the Afghans have begun drills on the Durand line, sandwiching Pakistan's resources like never before. The big question is, with Pakistan's armed forces thinned out, has Rawalpindi realized its strategic blunders of 2025?
There are 2 ways of bombing Karachi. The first, of course, the naval route, which we've done in the past. And now, though it's not being publicly disclosed or spoken about, the deployment of the tri-services strength in Sir Creeks sends a very clear reminder that one of the options which we have is the route to Karachi through Sir Creek, right, Samar? There is a route to Karachi, a land route through Sir Creek, which we can exploit, and we can move resoundingly fast. So I have been told that the reason why there has been the deployment of cutting-edge spectrum is to push through Karachi, both from the naval side and through Sir Creek. And that is the only reason why there is such large troop deployment. Because while they are saying 25,000, there is a feeling that there are actually 250,000 troops which have been deployed for this, Trishul. That's that number of forces, that size of army, right? What is the intention? What are we trying to do here, Samar?
I mean, firstly, Arnab, the strength of the troops taking part is 50,000 less than the actual strength of the Pakistan army. So you can actually imagine the magnitude.
Entire army is coming, yeah.
Yes. So, firstly, it's a clear strategic message of India's commitment to enhancing our military capabilities and readiness. And then it also demonstrates India's resolve to defend its sovereignty and respond effectively to any threats that we saw during Op Sindoor, and showcasing a unified approach. We have, it's been, quite some time since Kargil happened. There have been many changes. There have been many upgrades. Even Pakistan has upgraded. They have upgraded their, unmanned aerial vehicle arsenal. They have a very impressive lineup of the Turkish drones. I mean, they are also progressing. We are also progressing. The doctrines have been modified. Warfare is not only in contact, it's non-contact warfare. And then you have cyber warfare, you have the space command, you have the anti-satellite weapon systems now, you have the MIRV, that is multiple independent re-entry vehicle missile systems. So, I mean, we have to test these on ground, that whatever we have created, whatever we have, is it actually effective on ground?
Okay.
Or we need to modify or enhance
No, I was just
the
asking you
systems,
because of
softwares?
I was just asking you because when I've been seeing the global media and the global defense platforms, they've been saying that there is a lot of what main battle tanks, artillery of course, but huge number of armed helicopters and a very vast array of missile systems and platforms, untested platforms, which are being used in this exercise. It's more not an exercise actually in that sense. It's something much bigger. So, Major Nadeem, Asim Raza and Haider Hayat Khan, we have not said that we are going to do anything immediately with Pakistan. So, why the overreaction from your Air Force and all that today?
You keep testing because you can only test and you run away, right? You are testing your tri-services. Instead of testing only Navy, you have already tested your armed forces. You have already tested your Air Force. The General Saab is here. The Major Sambarpur is also here. They know if you want to attack Karachi, it is not only the amphibious operation. You need to bring your infantry to hold the ground. And they very well know, the General Saab know, that when you bring the infantry, you have to assemble somewhere. You have to assemble in the assembly area with the armor. And you make a bridgehead. That is called the bridgehead operation. Then they create the impetus and they acquire the land and they occupy the ground, right? But they very well know if we have got one football, one ball is sufficient, not two balls. One ball is sufficient to vaporize this assembly area. So they cannot dare to come an inch inside Pakistan. They can only show Vikrant like a decoration piece and they can keep on moving, that too of very old vintage of made in the 1930s or 1900.
No, what happens is that, see, Major Nadeem, 1 minute. First of all, you don't have not even one half a aircraft carrier. The INS Vikrant in the Arabian Sea makes you a landlocked country.
We don't require.
Just one minute. See, by the way, Lieutenant General Shankar Prasad, the entire strike group of Vikrant has more arsenal than the entire Pakistani military. They know that. They only talk about using the nuclear bomb. They do not have a navy. They have a few corvettes for a navy. So, I mean, they all keep saying that India's massive conventional strength does not matter. But, you know, you must understand that for every football of yours, we have 10. You must always understand that, okay? And you know what I mean, right?
Arnab,
yeah, we know what I mean, right? For every football of yours, we have 10. And we'll do a couple of pole vaults also on the way. General Shankar Prasad is on the debate.
A couple of questions for these people.
Are we preparing for something bigger this time?
Yeah.
You cannot, because you don't have that ratio.
Look, Arnab, I will play differently. All right, Major Saab. I have a few questions for him, Arnab, I have a few questions for him. Let me just put the thing straight. We have spoken enough on television of India, including our channel just now, that what is the capability of Indian armed forces. I want to ask the Pakistani panelists sitting here, what are the capabilities that they have? When did they last do an exercise even at a battalion level? Let me find out from him, does he know if he ever had an
Don't forget the May.
division?
Don't forget the May, General Saab. General Saab, we have seen everything. You're all potential in the May. On May, what you have done.
No, 1 minute. Asim Raza, you must remember for the rest of your life, that you wet your pants and went crying to the Americans.
Israelis were with you.
You wet your pants and went crying to the Americans. You know that. That's not victory. Going crying to the Americans is not victory.
Everywhere. He's saying 7-0. 7-0.
When was the last time you did a major military exercise?
Give them a chance to speak.
When was the last time Pakistan ever did a singular military exercise?
We did on 10th May. Don't you remember?
Oh, you joker, you went crying to the Americans after getting slapped by us. We remember. We slapped you and you went crying Mama to the Americans.
My second question is for Major Nadeem. Now, Major Nadeem, sir, as you mentioned, now I want to ask you one thing. Why would India occupy Karachi? Why would we are interested in attrition, destruction of your power grids, of your energy centers, your administrative centers, your telecommunications, your radio stations, your TV stations, your satellite systems, है ना? तो ये सारी चीजें हैं जिसपे हम attrition करना है. Why do you think that the World War II concept of coming to Karachi, landing there, what do we
do all over the world? 7-0 is your score. This is tap.
We are not interested in occupying any inch of land of Pakistan. We are only interested in taking back.
Realize this thing, what we have done to you.
We are interested in taking back Pakistan.
This is all
occupied
you are saying. Madari stuff, you know, for your own people. For Bihar election. Nothing more than it. What did he say? Donald Trump said about the Narendra Modi.
The point is that
yesterday,
you see one
don't you remember?
Just 1 minute. I want you to remind you, Major Nadeem, on a serious note. See, Major Nadeem, I don't want to talk to these people. You understand the army, though you were just a major. My question to you is,
if you intended to only attrition, if you intended to only attack communication sites, infrastructure, that could have been done while sitting at Delhi also. Why you have brought up your all bloody forces and testing on our border on the marshy area?
But why are you worried?
Not bring the armor.
Let us test
Why would we? How can we test an amphibious system in a landlocked area?
Ratio 5.
okay, can I share something with you, Major? Major Nadeem, you know something. I'll share one more thing with you. We do these things. Like, for example, as per a recent test which was done by the Defense Research and Development Organization of India, we fired an Agni Prime missile from a rail-based mobile launcher. Now, you can say, why are you firing an Agni missile from a mobile launcher? The reason is this: if you think logically, all our Western dedicated freight corridor, listen to me please, Major Nadeem, you see we have a 1,506 kilometer, listen to me, don't be a fool, I'm telling you something important. We have a 1,506 kilometer Western dedicated freight corridor. Okay, when we fire an Agni missile from a rail-based mobile launcher, we actually have created a 1,506 kilometer long launch pad. Do you understand the technology, or you Pakistaniyon ko samajh mein nahi aati hai? We have created a 1,506 kilometer made in India launch pad for our Agni missiles. You don't get this, you see. Now, on top of it, when we've done a NOTAM signifying 3,550 kilometers, many people are saying, Haider, that this is a Agni 6 possibly. Global media, all are writing, what is this? People are saying this is an advanced intercontinental ballistic missile, maybe beyond 6,000, 7,000 kilometers this time. Right? So capability levels are very different, Haider. Now, you've got to be serious at some point and tell me that with this situation where we enriched our weapon systems to hit you hard, right? Very hard.
Bismillah, Bismillah, thank you very much.
Can I continue or you want to say, okay, you want to say something, right? All right, say.
Pakistan has alhamdulillah eliminated one of India's key asset, Qari Amjad, last night, and 18 other brothers of Arnab Goswami last night who were trying to enter Pakistan's territory via Afghanistan. So it's a bad news for you. It's a bad news for a whole Republic team. You can cry if you want to.
I am not responsible for your problems with Afghanistan.
Sorry?
I am not responsible, neither I nor Major Samarpal are responsible for your problems with Afghanistan.
We don't have any problem with Afghanistan, Anna. We have problem with the Indian proxies
no,
who are working.
We have no proxies in Afghanistan. Do we have proxies in Afghanistan?
Who are being sponsored by India? We have problems with those proxies only. We don't have any problem with the Afghan.
Where is Masood Azhar?
If there is any,
where is Masood Azhar? Whose proxy is Masood Azhar? Why was he hiding in Bahawalpur?
And
was his family not killed in our strike in Bahawalpur?
Who gave you this report that Masood Azhar was hiding in Bahawalpur?
Was he hiding in a Bahawalpur mosque and has he gone on a woman jihadi recruitment campaign now?
वैसी ही रिपोर्ट है जैसे सरीना काबुल के 5वें फ्लोर वाली रिपोर्ट थी. Masood Azhar is not in Bahawalpur. ये पता नहीं कौन झोंडी खबरें आपको दे देता है. आप उसी तरह के जो है वो बता देते हैं आप.
Then where is he? See, you are so shameless. You even know where the terrorist is.
आपसे बढ़कर कौन?
You are in denial कि ये terrorist यहाँ पे नहीं है. फिर कहाँ है? At least जगह तो बताओ. Help the world become a safer place.
मैं बताता हूँ इस खित्ते का सबसे बड़ा दहशतगर्द जो है वो इस वक्त भारत में वजारत उज़्मा के मनसब पर फाइज है. मसूद अजहर.
अरे नहीं, ये नशे वाली बातें मत करो. ये अच्छी नहीं लगती है. आप मुझे बताओ, आपने कौन सा इंडिया का दहशतगर्द या प्रॉक्सी पकड़ा है?
मेजर उससे बड़ा
आपने कौन सा दहशतगर्द या प्रॉक्सी पकड़ा है?
Ladies and gentlemen, however hot and interesting that debate is, I have a hotter debate coming at 9 o'clock where we are bearing the conspiracy of a regime change. Yes, viewers, we have a paper which proves that what these people did in Dhaka and in Kathmandu, they tried to do in Delhi. Not fiction, fact on paper when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.